Lee here with another video just to go over the Oxford preview for tomorrow. I think it will be a tough game. Oxford doing quite well under Gary Rowett. He's managed 23 league games this season, won 8, drew 7, lost 8, and he's picked up 31 of Oxford's 49 points this season, considering he only took over in December. That's actually really good, in my opinion. They're currently 19th, they're 3 points ahead of Derby and Luton. So they can effectively seal their fate tomorrow. I think they'll seal the survival if they beat us tomorrow and results go their way. Over the Easter weekend, they did have 2 okay results. They got beat 1-0 at home off Leeds. Considering Leeds beat Stoke 6-0 on Bank Holiday Monday, it's not that bad a result in context. And they drew 1-1 with Cardiff at Cardiff's ground, thanks to a Cameron Brannigan screamer from about 35-40 yards, free kick. They've won 2 of the last 6. A 1-0 home win over Sheffield United and a 1-0 away win at Sheffield Wednesday. So they have done quite well against the top sides, as I said, with the narrow Leeds defeat, where I watched the last half an hour or so and they had a couple of chances where they could have nicked a point in the end. But obviously going beating Sheffield United. I know Sheffield United's in a bit of a bad form, bad run at the minute. So you never know. Sunderland have got to turn up there. I think Regis alluded to he's going to be full strength. So hopefully we can go out there and get a win. Get a couple of wins, even though I know momentum isn't a great thing. I know I've harped on about it, but in context it isn't a great thing because the playoff games are a totally different kettle of fish compared to the league games. The recent meetings between the two sides, the reverse fixture, Sunderland won 2-0, a Joe Bellingham header and a Isidore volley. So the 3 points for Sunderland, I wasn't there that day. I was down Leeds for a stag do. I nearly took my enemy finger off, as you can see there. Last season, they won the League One last season. April 2022 was the last time we played them. We beat them 2-1 down their end. Elliot Embleton scored in the last minute. Was on that run where we kept scoring late goals into Alex Neil, where it took us into the playoffs and obviously took us into the championship. But we drew 1-1 the reverse fixture. We actually haven't lost the league game at Oxford since 1994. So you don't know if that's going to be at home tomorrow. My biggest memories as a Sunderland supporter when we played Oxford was the 98-99 season when we got 105 points under Peter Reid. The home fixture, we had no Quinn, no Phillips, and people wondering where's the goal's going to come from. We played Michael Bridges and Diane Decho up front, and went out there and won 7-0. Decho and Bridges scoring 2 each, Alex Gray scoring 2 each, and Michael Gray scored a free kick. So we didn't have a problem, and actually it's a little bit of history compared to Oxford and Sunderland. We were the first British televised pay-per-view game in that same season. We were on Sky Box Office. I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday night, but it was 0-0. So you can see the people who paid for it got the value for money. The people to watch out for Oxford for tomorrow, the goalkeeper Jamie Cummins is a very good goalkeeper. He's kept 12 clean sheets this season. Compared to Anthony Patterson's 14, it's not too bad for a team at the bottom of the table. He signed in the summer after a loan spell from Chelsea. He's also had appearances for MK Dons in League 2. So he will be a sturdy goalkeeper and they will be difficult to break down. Cameron Brannigan feels like he's been there forever. He's played 323 games for Oxford. He obviously scored the screamer on Bank Holiday Monday. He signed 2018. As I said, it feels like he's been at Oxford for ages. Whenever we played them in League One, he always lined up against us, and he did for Fleetwood as well, so it'll be a tough test. Their top scorer is Mark Harris. I don't think he's been playing that regularly, Mark Harris. He's got 6 league goals. You've scored that volley against Blackburn, batting at the beginning of the season. And they have a few other notable players. Left back Gregory Lee's been very, very good this season. Kieran Brown, and they got championship stalwarts in Will Falk, Sariti Dembele, Tom Bradshaw and Mikhail Helik, who've been playing the championship for God knows how long. Obviously Will Vaux played for Sheffield Wednesday. Sariti Dembele will know him from his time against Peterborough. Tom Bradshaw, Millwall, and Helik, he played for Rotherham and Huddersfield for a long period of time. So they have got good players in there. It's good. They are a big physical team, so it's going to be difficult. It's interesting to see how Sunderland line up against that, because you normally struggle against the big physical sides. Personally think, off Regis' comments, I think we will be full strength. I think you'll see Patterson in goal. Be a back four of Hume, who'll be back from suspension, Chris Mepham, Luke O'Nien, and I think you'll stick with Joe Anderson at left back. I don't think he did anything particularly wrong against Blackburn. I know I was going to have a video out, but I've been caught up with everything. Did have it recorded, I just never had time to edit and put it out there. I gave him my man of the match against Blackburn. I thought he was quite tidy and quite steady, and I thought he did particularly well against Blackburn, considering his first proper game for Sunderland. I know he's played in the cup and stuff, but for his first league game, I didn't think he did particularly too badly. Then it'd be a midfield 3 as the normal one. It'd be Neil, Job and Rig. probably rigging the number 10 role, and I'll not be shocked if Lefay is out wide left, Roberts is wide right, and Wilson is up front. I'm going to go a Sunderland 3-1 win. I know we haven't won in 3. I wasn't sure if it was the Norwich game was before that. So it'd be difficult. Be a difficult game. Oxford obviously have everything to play for where we don't. So, but I think we just will get into them that we want to get a couple of wins before the season finishes, and we go from there. And I do fancy Wilson Isidore to score. The guy needs a break. You know what I mean? He was unlucky not to score against Blackburn. He's had a couple of decent efforts and everything and like that. One nearly squared under the keeper and went in the bottom corner, but it didn't. But one of them's got to fall, and you know, with Isidore, once he gets 1, he gets 2, 3, 4 off the bounce. So might do us well for the playoffs, especially when my end are out with a concussion as well. Thank you for all the likes and engagement on the Bristol review. I'll do something similar to that on Sunday after the game, and hopefully get my QPR video out Tuesday at the latest. Get a few days in it. So thank you for everything this season. I know I only started back about halfway through. I really appreciate it. So let's hopefully see you on Sunday with a positive Sunderland result to talk about instead of another defeat. Enjoy your weekend. How are the lads?